Welcome back to the live stream. Media line മറ്റേത് കൊടുത്താലും മതി വൈഡ്. ഇതാണ് കൈ അങ്ങോട്ടേക്ക് എത്ര വലിപ്പമാണ് സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡ് ഓഫ്. ഇതിന്റെ ലോസ് 100 ലോസ്, കറക്റ്റ് 100 ലോസ് നിൽക്കുന്നു. രാജ് ബ്രോ ഓക്കെ, ഇപ്പൊ നോക്കാം. ഗെയിം നൈസായിട്ടുണ്ട്. ബ്രോ യു എന്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞ സീസണില് എത്ര 120 130 ഇങ്ങനെ തോറ്റാലും വെറുതെ കളിച്ചോണ്ടിരിക്കും. എന്തേലും കളി ചേഞ്ച് ആവട്ടെ എന്ന് വിചാരിച്ച് കളിക്കുന്നു. വെട്ടിയാ നീ എവിടെ വെട്ടി? പറഞ്ഞു ഈ ഫ്രണ്ട് നാളെ തിങ്കളാഴ്ച കഴിയല്ലേ? വരുന്ന തിങ്കളാഴ്ച. അഹം.
we've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
No one would argue with that, Jim, but what do you identify as special in him?
Well, so physically powerful and
നീ വേണ്ടെന്ന്
intimidating.
പറഞ്ഞ്
I think his athleticism helps him get through a fierce amount of work.
Nothing quite like him in the modern
നീ പറഞ്ഞു കവർന്ന് അവൻ ചെയ്യണ്ടെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. ഇതാണ് നീ പറഞ്ഞത്. അല്ല
Thinks about, can he finish? Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very
തെറ്റിയപ്പോട്ടുണ്ട്.
to oblige so early.
And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Spain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage he's going for goal.
And he was there to get a vital touch. That's
Photos.
very good.
Done.
You can't ask for much more than that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
അത് ഒരു
And this is
സ്മൂത്ത്നെസ് ഉണ്ടോ? സെയിം
moment. Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
That is a diamond of a goal. The planning and Hullet! Oh, he gave that
ഇല്ല അടുത്തുള്ള
Well, he does strike a very pure ball.
ഇതല്ല അപ്പുറത്തൊന്നുണ്ട്.
Great technique.
ഒരു മാത്രം
Threads one in, and that's a dangerous ball. And the shot! Goal!
ഫോട്ടോ
And the game is well and truly turned on its head. He does it all with an air of
ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്തോ?
efficiency and simplicity.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Spain get themselves into the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That is good alertness. And it's Neymar. Bouts of passing here. Goal! That is
ശരിയാണ്. ഇതിലൊന്നും വരാൻ ചാൻസ് ഇല്ല ബ്രോ. വെറുതെ ഇങ്ങനെ കുറെ റൂമർ അടിച്ചിറക്കുന്നതല്ല. കുറെ അത് പറയാൻ തുടങ്ങിയിട്ട്. റെഡ് കാർഡ്.
There may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 minutes. Luis Suarez! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly on the hunt for his personal treble.
Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't go against that, although he may keep an eye on the bench for fear of being taken off.
Oh, that's well spotted. Milan are looking to break at pace, and he's got the beat, and he's had a hit!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Best. And this is Neymar.
There will be 3 minutes.
Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Neymar. He's going to be disappointed with that. And that'll be the
എല്ലാവരും ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്തോ ഗൈസ്?
Milan are involved in a terrific contest here.
ഇവരൊന്ന് ചെയ്തു കാണാം.
Either side holding back here. It has been quite a half this. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2.
Okay.
Substitution for Milan.
Like it.
Chiellini. Coming on the
Second
field
period then
is
underway.
number 6, Baresi.
Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Ball എടുക്കാത്ത
It's Neymar! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Looking for the run. Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it was such a clever pass.
എന്ത് പേയ്മെന്റ് എന്തായിരുന്നു
Defense, and it could well be revisited, this. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around
ഞാൻ
this
ഇല്ല
huge
കുഴപ്പമില്ല
height disadvantage. And he's gone looking for safety. Oh, it's a great ball here. There's the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Luis Suarez, very much a man of this moment. And it's Luis Suarez. Hullet. Check gets his hands on it.
ശരിയാ
The danger is averted.
The attendance for this match was 80,000.
ലൈവ് ചെയ്യാനുള്ളതാ
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here.
ഇതാ
Luis Suarez. Neymar. And the pass is intercepted. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Okay.
Great defending, strong and determined. Neymar. Neymar going face to face with his great rival. Tries to pass it through. Luis Suarez. Neymar. That's the keeper's ball.
എല്ലാം എടുത്തിട്ട് പോടാ കാണില്ല അതിന് സ്ക്രീനാണ്
Can he get on
കമന്റ്
the end of this?
കാണുന്നുണ്ടോ
He's having a shot! Neymar! This boy is showbiz!
എല്ലാം ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്തോ 1v1 കളിക്കാം ഓക്കെ
Into the lead once more. And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Chance for a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, nice touch.
Such good technique.
Into the last 5 minutes.
Milan really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Bullet.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
Close.
2 minutes to be added on. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that is it.
കളി കഴിഞ്ഞ് കളിക്കാം ഓക്കെ സ്പാം ചെയ്യല്ലേ ബ്രോ പ്ലീസ്
Tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead.
ഇറങ്ങി ഏയ് ഏയ് കേറിക്കോ. ലൈക്കാതെ ഗൈസ്. 4.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's
കളിക്കാൻ
a
അറിയോ?
real
ഇല്ല
thrill to
ബ്രോ,
be here.
കളിക്കാൻ അറിയില്ല.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate
ലൈക്ക്
status
ചെയ്തോ.
symbol of their glorious history. So we're up and running. So there he is, Wesley Sneijder, a terrific playmaker.
Yeah, one of the very best to emerge from that legendary Amsterdam production line. An old
Neymar! That's a sharp pass. And he's going to be disappointed with that. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Maldini. And it's Maldini. De Ligt. That's Rijkaard.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Thuram did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's Neymar. Now it's Forlan. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. That is a jarring tackle.
ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടെന്ന് ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്തോ. സബ് ചെയ്തോ.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And this is Snyder. Plays it across. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Looking for the run. He's being urged to shoot. And a chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's an excellent interception. Not the most accurate pass. Neymar is a player who's all... And there is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Milan can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Taken back almost at once. And this is Forlan. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
ഞാനിപ്പോ ഓടുന്നത് അത്
Good
ഞാന്
play on
ഓടാമോ
the left-hand side here. Now it's Forlan. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Been still
ഞാൻ അതിനെന്തിനാണ് ഓടിയിട്ടുള്ളത്
only goal
ഞാൻ എന്തൊരു ജോലി പോയതാണ് നീ കണ്ടത്
is someone so often
എവിടാ
referred to as the defender's defender.
ആ, പോടാ.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
The
1-0
attendance
the
for this
score.
match was 80,000.
It's a
ഇപ്പൊ
decent
നീ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നല്ലോ നീ ഇറങ്ങിയല്ലേ പോയാ ആ ജോലിക്കാളി ആരെങ്കിലും നിക്കോടാ
Some tackle that.
അതിനുശേഷം ഞാൻ ഒരു ജോലിക്ക് വരെ പോയിട്ടില്ലല്ലോ
Lovely feet. Can he get it through? Schneider.
എന്തറാ ഇത്
Zanetti. Cross
ഹലോ
deflected.
ബ്രോ എവിടെ
Corner.
കാണാനില്ലല്ലോ
And we have our very first corner.
ഞാൻ നീ പിന്നെ ആരുണ്ടായിരുന്നു വേറെ റമീസാ
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming
ആ ജോലിക്ക്
and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
കുര്യാക്കോസ് റമീസ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്ന
Field. Raul has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Incoming delivery. Defending of the desperate variety. Searching pass he's played there. It's played through for him. He's gone to goal! And he looked
വീട്ടിലുണ്ട് കഴിക്കുന്നു ഓക്കെ ഇവിടെ ഇറങ്ങാത്തത്
Rummenigge really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now he's got space here. Now there's a fight. Shapes to shoot! Oh, taken with style. There seemed no way back, but they are level. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Forlan. Oh, that's fabulous. And that's aimed into the middle.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. A header! He will be livid with himself.
കഴിച്ചിട്ടാ ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ എല്ലാരും ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്യോ ഗൈസ്? ആരും ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്യാനില്ലല്ലോ. ഒരു ലൈക്ക്.
Neymar. Rummenigge, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. That's very neat. It's run loose here. And that will be it.
Will play, will play.
A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
ഡ്രസ്സൊക്കെ പുകയുടെ സ്മെല്ല്. പോകുമ്പോ ഒരു സ്മെല്ല് വരുമല്ലോ. ആരെങ്കിലും കയറിക്കോ. നാളെന്തോ ലോക്ക്ഡൌൺ.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
Against Paris Saint-Germain.
I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
തിങ്കളാഴ്ച കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് കയറും.
Red and black wherever you turn.
രാവിലെയാണേ,
Zero is buzzing. Certainly up for this one.
7 മണി.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
ഞാൻ ഒരു 11 മണിക്ക് പോയാൽ 11:30 ആകുമ്പോൾ കിടന്നുറങ്ങും.
Can really make his presence felt.
There's the shot.
ഇല്ല, രാത്രി 11 മണിക്ക് പോയാൽ കിടന്നുറങ്ങും.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable
10 മണി ഉറങ്ങിയ ഒരു 7 മണിക്കൂർ ഉറങ്ങിയാൽ മതി.
Counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Pirlo. Looking for the run.
ബോൾ
Neymar. It's Neymar! Ambitious, but just off target.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Thuram gets across to intercept that. McAllister. Quarter of an hour played. Just eases him off the ball. Shevchenko. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And this is Raul. Raul! He's beaten the keeper.
കേരള ബ്രോ, ഹായ്, വെൽക്കം ബ്രോ.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Rijkaard.
Milan are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Chooses to go back. Chiellini. He's a sharp little ball here. Out of play for a throw. And it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Neymar. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Milan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Raul. And he's searching through.
That was
It's
lovely.
Raul! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Milan really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Now it's McAllister.
2 added minutes
He's got
has
plenty
been
of space
indicated.
out wide here. Crosses it. There's the header! In once more. Keeper's dealt with that. And the half-time whistle goes. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
വരൽറായി രാവിലെ പോലും രാത്രി വരെ വീട്ടിലല്ലേ ഇരുന്നത്.
Still very savable.
ഇതറിയാ വരെ വരെ മാറി വരുന്നറിയാ.
And hope for an early goal. If that
നാണക്കേടാ സേല്. കുളിക്കാമല്ലോ, വീട്ടിൽ പോയാൽ കുളിക്കാമല്ലോ, വീട്ടിൽ തന്നെയല്ലേ പോണത് ഇവിടുന്ന്.
And we're underway again.
ബ്രോ ജയിച്ചാൽ റിവാർഡ്സ് ഉണ്ടോ?
Really need
എന്ത്
to pick
റിവാർഡ്സ്
up
ബ്രോ?
their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter.
റിവാർഡ്സ് ഒന്നും ഇല്ല.
They
ഇത്
just looked a
വെറുതെ
step
നമ്മൾ
too slow on every
കളിയൊന്ന് മാറാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് ഫ്രണ്ട്ലി എൻ്റെ കളി ചേഞ്ച് ആവാൻ ഫ്രണ്ട്ലി കളിക്കുന്ന എല്ലാവരുടെയും കളി ചേഞ്ച് ആവുമായിരിക്കും.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
ബാക്ക്ഗ്രൗണ്ട് കാണുന്നില്ല. ഓൾഡ് ക്യാമറ ആക്കൂ. ബാക്ക്ഗ്രൗണ്ട് ഒരു വൃത്തിയില്ല കിടക്കുന്നു ബ്രോ, അതുകൊണ്ട് മാറ്റിയത്.
He's shifting through the gears here.
അതിലിപ്പോ ഇവിടെ ആരും ഇല്ല.
Good position. He's had a shot. Now who's going to be first to this? He's found a way through. Dani Olmo. It's a loose ball. Oh, what a mistake.
ഗൈസ് ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്യുക ഗൈസ്. എല്ലാരും വരുമ്പോ ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്യുക. ആരും ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്യാത്തെന്താണ്?
And it's Neymar. He's tried one. Delicious from Dani Olmo.
ബ്രോയെ കാണാനില്ലല്ലോ പിന്നെ.
About as smooth as it gets.
ബാക്കി കളിച്ചോണ്ടിരുന്ന അതിനെ ഗോൾ കയറിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കും.
The attendance for this match
So that goal
was
went.
I love the technique in that
You are
finish.
coming,
There was
bro.
a concentration to keep it down.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Koku does well to get it back. Shevchenko.
No passing.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And that is as far as they're going to go. Dani Olmo. Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Players raw.
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually.
substitution for Milan. Number 11, Raúl. Number 41, Rice. Coming on the field, number 18.
Up he goes! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart moves.
Ready corner ball.
The defence let themselves down by not picking him up. I think the boss won't be amused.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Can he finish? Oh, it's a beauty! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So is this the start of a comeback?
Lower or double to chain.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly now in lead preservation mode. And here's Shevchenko. Mateus. And the shot's on here. And the shot! And how good was that? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. And what a climax we have here. He has given that the lot. Bang.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the
Coming
keeper to
out.
For a shot! Koku. Pirlo can so cleverly bypass the press. Now it's come to nothing. Kubasi. Rijkaard. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle.
will play.
Perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Milan lost their way after falling behind early.
Okay, man. ആരെല്ലാം ഫ്രണ്ട്ലി ആരെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടോ? മറ്റേ ഇത് ഓടാം ബ്രോടാ. 10:30 ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നോ? ഓക്കെ ബ്രോ, ഈ ഒരു മാച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് പോരാ.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and joining me here, our
ഇന്നലെ ഇവിടെ പുക കാരണമാണ് ലൈവ്
Well,
ഇടാത്തത്.
thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been
അതെ.
hit by it too.
Red and black wherever you turn. The San Siro is
ഇല്ല,
buzzing,
ആർക്കാ പാസ്
certainly
കൊടുത്തത്?
up for this one. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. No foul, says the referee. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh,
പോസ്റ്റ് സ്പാമിങ് കേട്ടോ.
what a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Milan are already... Right from the top draw. They're level in a trice.
കറക്റ്റ് ആയിട്ട് കയറി.
They say that fortune favors the brave, and we've just seen an example.
പോസ്റ്റ് സ്പാമിങ് ആണ് ആള്.
There's real personality and character.
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
കയറിയിട്ട് ഇറങ്ങി.
Just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Can he finish?
ഇങ്ങനെ തന്നെ അടിക്കുന്നത്.
And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Exciting. excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Ibrahimovic, and he welcomes it in. Valverde! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came up. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Opts for safety.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Ball quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Bro, Rias bro, hi.
McAllister aims beyond the defence. He's a sharp little ball here. And Shevchenko! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Up he goes! That's a half-decent try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Succumbs to the pressure. Can he get it through? Always onto this.
ഞാൻ ഇങ്ങനെയാണ് ഇതാക്കണം ടേൺ ചെയ്യണം അപ്പോൾ കറക്റ്റ് അല്ല തെറിച്ചവന്മാരെ കാര്യമില്ലായിരിക്കുമോ രക്ഷപ്പെട്ടു
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Rummenigge tries to clear.
Added time.
Messi. This looks promising. Out towards the back into the middle. Shevchenko is someone who's... And there is the half-time whistle. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So there was the first half.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this.
നമ്മളിത് പെയ്ഡ് ടൂർണമെന്റ് നടത്താൻ പോകും.
Milan head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Toni Kroos. And it's Shevchenko. That has been cut short. And it's Toni Kroos. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and
So,
stopped it.
സെക്കൻഡ് പൈസ കഴിക്കും.
That's been intercepted.
ഒരു പ്ലെയറിനെ 100 രൂപ ചേടി.
Well stopped.
32 ടീമാണ് നമ്മൾ നോക്കുന്നത്.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, super fine. Showing good feet. That'll be a throw.
കുറച്ച് ടൈം ഇരുന്ന് വരുമ്പോഴേ അത് വരോളൂ.
And this is Raul. Pirlo. Anthony. Oh, easy pickings there. And that is as far as they're going to go.
പറഞ്ഞു ഇവിടെ വന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു.
Just about within shooting range.
Yeah.
And that is wildly off target.
Milan really are good at
Opa.
what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Yeah.
Messi cuts a frustrated figure right now.
Oh.
That's pretty clear. It is a foul.
കേറി വന്നാണ് കറക്റ്റായിട്ട് റെഡ് കാർഡ് അല്ല.
And no surprise, that's a booking.
റോഡ് നൈസായിട്ട് ഓടും കേട്ടോ അകത്തെ.
Be in considerable discomfort. Do hope it's nothing serious.
ഇതിന്റെ പെയ്ഡ് കാർഡ്
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and
ഇതിൽ ആരും ഇല്ല.
the frustration of
സൈഡിലൊരു ഫ്രണ്ട് ഉണ്ട്.
clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
This certainly looks appetizing, well within shooting range. This the perfect chance to extend. Pirlo!
വെച്ചടിച്ച് നൈസായിട്ട് കയറും.
Now it's Rice. Pau Kubasi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
തോന്നുന്നു ഫുള്ള്
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
ഇതന്നെ നമുക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
ഇതാണെങ്കിൽ മെസ്സി കൊണ്ടുവന്ന് കറക്റ്റ് ഒരു ഗോൾ.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
So, power or guile, what's it going to be? Messi! Oh, that is beautiful! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. It's level again. What a match we have.
എംഎസ്എൻ ഉണ്ട് ബിഗ് ടൈം.
This every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
എംഎസ്എൻ കാർഡ് തന്നെ 108 അത് തന്നെ ആവോ.
So brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
This is
നമുക്ക് നൈസായിട്ട് കയറാം അല്ലേ?
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Knocks it out wide. Great vision. Now it's Doku. And that is out of play.
നമ്മളൊരു ഫ്രണ്ടിന്റെ അനിയൻ നമ്മുടെ ടീമിൽ കളിക്കുന്ന ഒരു പ്ലെയർ ആണ്, ടോപ്പ് പ്ലെയർ.
Messi, and he lines up a cross. Rummenigge. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking to play him in.
ഇതേമാതിരി അവനെ ഡമ്മി റണ്ണിട്ട് സൂപ്പറായിട്ട് കളിക്കും. അകത്ത് ഓടിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിട്ട് എടുത്തിടും. ചുമ്മാ ചുമ്മാ ഓടിക്കൊണ്ടേ ഇരിക്കും അകത്ത്. നമ്മൾ ഇട്ടുകൊടുത്താൽ കറക്റ്റ് ആയിട്ട് അകത്ത് കയറും. ഓർമ്മ വെറുതെ
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the defense. This game could yet yield a winner.
ത്രൂ നൈസാണ്.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Ruffled a few feathers.
ഇപ്പൊ ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് തൂക്കിയിട്ട് കൊടുക്കുന്നു.
Rummenigge. And here's the chance to counter. And that will be the final act.
ഫ്രീ അവിടെ പോയി.
So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a win.
ഓ ലേക്ക് ചെയ്തിട്ടാണെന്ന് ലേക്ക് ചെയ്തോ. ഞാനുണ്ട്. ഓക്കെ. ഒരു കളി പോരാ.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you? No. Chance! Beckenbauer.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Maldini. Koku. Looking tidy in possession here. And here's Shevchenko. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Referee has just said play on. Eto'o. And that is as far as they're going to go. Messi. Tries to pass it through. And he welcomes it in. He is through here. Big chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. There's the header! Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Oh, this looks sharp. Van Dijk, very much a man of this moment. Passing is crisp and sharp. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. And he's managed to get chance for a shot! Goal, Milan! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their foot...
Rummenigge.
This is the time you need that pace.
Eto'o. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Milan do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, okay, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Koku. Shevchenko. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And he was quick to react.
Milan can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Thuram. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Oh, that's fabulous. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets.
At a time.
Rummenigge. He's gone for goal! It's loose, and there's a race for the... Oh, he's been caught napping. Place it in low. And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Milan are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. Well, hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Rice can so cleverly bypass the press. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Pirlo is fouled. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. So what can they conjure from this one? An opportunity then to pull clear here. And it's Pirlo. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Maldini proves just a little bit too strong.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Messi.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, well played, well played. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's found a way through. Tries to get it clear.
Titani really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Picked out brilliant. He's having a shot! Oh, taken with style. 2 up now, and they are cruising. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now. And surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. And that is it.
Bro, voice കേൾക്കുന്നില്ലടാ ബ്രോ ശംബ്രോ വെളിത്തുണ്ട് കോളിലാണ് സംസാരിക്കില്ലെന്ന് ചോദിച്ചാൽ കുറച്ച് ഷൈ ഉണ്ട് ഇപ്പൊ കേൾക്കാമോ ബ്രോ കൊള്ളാം ഫുഡ് പേരൊന്നും അറിയില്ല ആരും
How would you summarize what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he said his...
കേൾക്കാമല്ലോ ഹായ് അസീം ബ്രോ ഹായ് ബ്രോ അതെ ബ്രോ ഞാനാ കളിച്ചത് വേറെ ആരെയും ഉണ്ട് കയറിക്കോ ഇടയ്ക്ക് ഷമ്മു ബ്രോ കയറും ആരെയും കയറിക്കോ കേരള സ്ട്രീം കയറുന്നുണ്ടോ കയറിക്കോ ബ്രോ വേറെന്ന് എനിക്കറിയില്ല ആരെയും സഫൂന്നും കണ്ടാണോ ഇപ്പൊ ഡിഫറെന്റ് ഓപ്പണന്റ് ഇല്ലേ വേറെ ബാക്കി അറിയാം നേരത്തെ എനിക്കറിയില്ല. ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ, ഞാനാണ് ഓക്കെ. ലത്തീഫ് ബ്രോ ഉണ്ടോ? ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ. ബ്രോ പറയാം ബ്രോ, ഷമ്മു ബ്രോനോട് പറയാം. എല്ലാരും ഒന്ന് ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്ത് ചാനൽ സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യാനുള്ളവർ സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യുക.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one.
Well,
You did just miss it. We are up and running. Well, plenty argue, Jim, that Lothar Matthäus is the complete footballer. Do you think so?
Yeah, he's a goal-scoring number 10 and a sweeper all in one. That's a pretty unique skill set. His career is all about leadership, glory and superb character.
And not a few goals, actually.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, this looks sharp. And this is Raul.
yeah,
Now it's Rice. Tries the terrific header.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Rice. Raul puts his foot on the gas. And he shoots! That is gorgeous from Raul. Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. The breakthrough strike. He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Ruminating in clarity, a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Rice. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he went down. Millions of miles on the pistol right now, and he makes it. He's done very well to get to this.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's really well played. A really sharp stop.
And that's been intercepted. Great positioning. Pass intercepted. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Undoubtedly robust and resolute in his defending. Plenty of really nice passing. Seems to use the certain sixth sense. Now that's well seen too. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And if you have just joined us, just some moments between not all the shots. Turan gets across to intercept. David Villa! David Villa! Plays it across.
Shammu product something like
Well, they were starting to look more and
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far. It's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Substitution.
Showing some extra business.
Milan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Milan are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards' styles, isn't it? They need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes. Climbs up big! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Cleared without complication.
Well, Peter, just to see how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just need to start engaging the counter-attack. Messi, he also got some skills to be able to hold the ball without it to cauterize a little side. Just mentally there, he overdid it slightly. He trusted the process, and the supports arrived in plenty.
There's a sharp tackle, and there's nothing wrong with it. And a defence in motion. Most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
hi bro, hi. Gaming कर रहा हूँ.
Substitution from the bench. Number 31. Both sides, in fact.
Number 10.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Mateo. Number 6.
Well interrupted.
Looks a bit better at times. Very nicely done. Here's a shot. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win.
Could be danger here. Not the most accurate pass. Pass is just off target. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's full of It's a sharp pass. Shot could shapes the shoots. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. That's a real chance missed.
Well, looking, there is the urgency they need, and it nearly broke the goal.
It's their second corner of the game. Owen with the clearance. Hangs in across.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mateus. Oh, cracking ball. Driving through the middle. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides struggling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be.
ഇതിന് കളിക്കണ അതോ ബ്രോ ആരെയും കളിക്കാനുണ്ടോ അവരെ
ചോയ്സ് ഒന്നും നമുക്ക് കരുത്തില്ല.
ബ്രോ ആരുമില്ലെങ്കിൽ കയറിക്കോ, ആരുമില്ലെങ്കിൽ കയറിക്കോ.
ഇപ്പൊ നിന്റെ 2 CMF-കളൊക്കെ അല്ലേ, 4 CMF ഇവരെ 4 CMF. അവന്മാര് നോക്കിയാൽ
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. So we're up and running.
Now there's a headline maker, Steven Gerrard.
Focal point for any team he plays in.
Yeah, I suspect he may be deployed as a more holding midfielder, but that seems wrong when you know how good he is 30 yards forward.
And the ball's come loose here. Rummenigge.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And that is expertly dealt with. less said about that pass, the better.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That's an excellent interception.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Messi. And Messi! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Some really good ball movement. He's in a great... Rummenigge! Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Milan looking to pass their way through. Rummenigge. That is a brilliant interception. Oh, delicate chip through. Now it's Messi. That's a nicely shaped ball. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Rice. Oh, such a clever touch. He's shifting through the gears here. And a chance!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Nicely aimed pass. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Xavi Alonso. Now, can they get him away? Pass somewhat off target. Oh, super ball. Pele! In he goes again! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Dealt with nicely by the defence. And we've reached half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Security staff for each block.
The midway point of the game.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time.
Substitution for Milan. Number 7, Pele. Coming on to replace him is...
And the second half gets
18,
underway.
George Best.
Milan are
Substitutions
probably
taking place.
feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make...
Shot a goal! Goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
It's Bale! That is special! Gareth Bale! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An
The
impact
attendance
sub.
for this match was 81,007.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Gerrard. That's a cute ball. Always onto this. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. David Villa. Played in deep. And he gets rid in a hurry. And it's skewed away. Oh, the Bale! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Bale fully appreciates that. He could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Substitution for Milan, number 17.
And we have our very first corner.
Number 10, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Coming on the field,
Mateus
number 14,
plays it short.
Shevchenko. Number
Flings in
5,
across.
Del
Goes
Piero.
for a shot!
Substitution in progress.
Oh no, that could be a costly miss. It's their second corner of the game. And it's Kukcu.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Knocks it into space.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And it's Del Piero!
4 added minutes has been indicated.
4 added minutes on the board. Best. He's going for goal! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Milan really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead.
Hello, everybody.
Any
and
reflections
please
on what
join
you've
me
seen,
in
Jim?
wishing a
Well, neither
happy
side could
wedding
get over the
anniversary
line
for
here.
ഒന്നും നോക്കാനില്ല. വേറെ ഫോണിൽ മാറിണ്ടായിരിക്കും. മിസ്റ്റേക്സ് ഉണ്ട്. ഡെംബെലെ കളിച്ചൂടെ? ആ ഡെംബെലെ
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. We have already started here. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's a good run down the left. Neymar on a charge down the left. That's a sharp pass. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Oh, this looks sharp.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. This is the time you need that pace.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Milan couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rummenigge, and he plays one through. He's got away, tries a shot! He's delivered all right! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, shocking! And it's hit a woodwork
Nice
from
shot.
out.
ഈ സ്റ്റിക്ക് ഒന്നും ഇതാവുന്നില്ല. കറക്റ്റ് ഞാൻ ചെയ്യുന്ന പോലെ ഒന്നും ഇല്ല. ചെറിയ ഫോണായ കൊണ്ടാണ് ഞാൻ കളിച്ച് ചെയ്തായിട്ട്
Now it's Hullet.
ഞാൻ കാണിക്കുന്നത്.
Little look and plays it forward. Can he get it through? Pirlo. Looking for the run. Rummenigge. Oh, he's bustling shot, surely! And he hits the net. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive. The finish.
Rummenigge!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just
Hero
had room to get the shot in.
Pele. And here's Eto'o. That's a good ball out wide. Shot could be off. There's the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And he's quick to get it clear again.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Bullet. Pele. Rummenigge. And this is Eto'o. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How would you review the first half?
Milan will be pretty happy with the way they performed so far. Remain calm, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And if you have just joined us,
നമ്മൾ
we've
ഡെയിലി
just
കറക്റ്റ് ആയിട്ട്
taken a period here.
10
Koku. Turan. Rummenigge. Decent shot! What a wonderful goal! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Oh, that's an excellent solution because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
മിക്കവാറും ഞാൻ അതൊക്കെ നോക്കിയാണ്
Milan take the lead. Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Aimed beyond the defence. It's Eto'o! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
1007.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Looking tidy in possession here. And the shot! Oh, that's horribly mistimed. And it's given. Penalty. Milan have themselves a chance from the spot to increase the lead. Brilliant save from Buffon! Well, would you believe that?
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
And we have our very first corner. That's going to go a long way. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Pele. That's been slipped through. Turan. Can he get on the end of this? And he... Pele! It's level again! What a match we have!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So all square, and not for the first time.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end.
Milan looking to pass their way through. Pullet goes for a shot. Goal, Milan! And they've got their lead back.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make.
He's had a shot. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, he has stuck it into his own net.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
And it's Neymar. Oh, that is a nice touch. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And this is Pullet. He's being urged to shoot. Great chance! Relentless! Just relentless! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
And time is up. Milan have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Pullet, hat-trick scorer, massive.
കളി കൂടെ കളിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്.
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very...
വിരല മറ്റേ ഇതെടുത്തിട്ടാ മിന്നലടിക്കണം. ആരെങ്കിലുണ്ടോ? സ്റ്റാറ്റിൽ ആരെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടോ? ആ വീണ്ടും ആരോ കേറി ബ്രോ. ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്തോ? ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്തിട്ടൊന്ന് ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്തോ?
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
മാറ്റിയാ ഇതൊക്കെ?
San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Chance, surely! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Koku really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
അത് മാത്രല്ലേ മാറ്റിയ
And with the corner. Their first.
സാധനം വൈഡ് ഇതാക്കി വൈഡ്
അത് തന്നെ അത് രണ്ടല്ലേ.
Terrific header. This time, surely.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
He's found a way through. Neymar couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's there to belt it away. Shevchenko. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And the pass is intercepted. Rummenigge. It's a searching pass. No luck with that dink over the top. Corner number 2 then. And he's taking no chances there. And this is Neymar! Decision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Oh, what a... It's Pele! And that's caused a worry or two.
ഏതായി ഡിവിഷൻ പോയിന്റ് എത്രയായി?
Milan really do like their passes from
Triangle?
deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run.
കഴിഞ്ഞ സീസൺ ഇത് കണക്കായിരുന്നു.
Let's see if these
കഴിഞ്ഞ
forwards are
സീസൺ
up for it now.
ടോപ്പ് എത്ര?
ടോപ്പ് 236 കയറി.
ഛേ,
അത് വെച്ചാൽ അതേപോലെ തകർന്നിട്ട് അതെനിക്ക് ആ ഒരു വേണം ആ ഒരു ഇത്.
അപ്പൊ അങ്ങനെ സ്റ്റോപ്പ് ചെയ്തെന്ത്?
It's McManaman. Griezmann!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
ഏതുവരെ പോകും?
Iniesta!
എത്രയായി?
Head, but couldn't steer it in. Neymar. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time. That's a shade optimistic. Pirlo. Quality ball. Can he get on the end of this? He's in plenty of space here. Cannavaro gets it away.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Belletti. Pele. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's half-time here. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Milan are in at half-time with a slender 1-goal lead.
വേറെ പുറത്തിട്ട്
Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
ഇപ്പൊ ഇടയ്ക്ക് ഇതായി കിടന്നടാ,
A 1-goal
റൂമോട്ടായി
lead.
കിടന്നു. അപ്പൊ ഞാൻ പുറത്താക്കി.
We have to say,
എല്ലാരും പുറത്താക്കിയ തന്നെ
exemplary tackle.
ഉള്ളമാരുടെ
Stopped
നീ
him
മാറ്റിയ.
dead in his tracks.
ഇപ്പോഴാണ് ഈ ഫോം കളിച്ചു തുടങ്ങി.
Rummenigge. Cannavaro is there, and he can get that clear.
അപ്പൊ മാത്രമേ ഞാൻ മാറ്റി.
Back almost at once. Here's a
നല്ല
man
ഡൗൺ
who
ആയിപ്പോയി.
his teammates can look to in all times.
കളിക്കാനൊന്നും ഇറങ്ങിയില്ലല്ലോ
Just
3-4
see
കളി.
how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
It's a threatening ball. And a chance! Goal! They have
പ്ലേസ് ചെയ്യില്ല ഇത്.
right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like...
എങ്ങനെയോ കയറി മാച്ച് പോയെന്ന് കേളത്.
Well, all I can say is that he did very well to squeeze it in near
ഇതാണ്ട് ആള്
post. He didn't have much to aim.
എങ്ങനെ കേറാത്.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And the shot's on. Shoots! It's in! They're level in a trice.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding
ഫുള്ള്
to
സെന്റർ ഇട്ടാണ് കളിക്കുന്നത്.
that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme. It's Neymar! Oh, that is really good tenacity. Corner number 3 coming up.
കമന്റ് ഇട്ടല്ലേ മാച്ച് ചലഞ്ച് എന്നൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞു.
Tries to get it clear. And it's Thuram. Might be danger here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pirlo. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has been cut short. Koku. Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival.
Milan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And that is a little undercooked. Neymar. Neymar's cross. Knocks it into space. Rice conjures time and space where few can. And they're not going to make any further progress now. He's had it taken off him.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Minute has been indicated.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. But Manaman does well to get it back. Pele, big chance! Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward.
And that will be it. Milan pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. So, Jim, how do you reflect on...
അപ്പൊ ഇപ്പൊ ഇറങ്ങിയ കളിയില് കാർഡ് കിട്ടി. കത്തിരുന്ന് കളിക്കാനല്ലോ. ഇപ്പൊ എയിൽ കിടന്ന എംബാപ്പയാണ് സി ആയി. ഈ കാർഡ് നൈസാണ്. ഇവനെയൊക്കെ ഇട്ടാ ഞാൻ പുറത്തിട്ട്. ക്രിയേറ്റീവ് പ്ലേ മേക്കർ എന്റെ കുറെ കിടക്കും. ഇവന്മാരൊക്കെ എടുത്ത് വെറുതെ ആയി. പുറത്തെടുത്തിട്ട് ഓടൂല. ഓടാൻ ഭയങ്കര ബുദ്ധിമുട്ട്. പാറ്റോ കൊള്ളാം. പാറ്റോ ഞാൻ എടുത്തു കളിക്കാൻ. ഇതിലാരെ മാറ്റണം? ഇങ്ങനത്തെ ഈ ഫോർമേഷൻ ഇട്ടിരുന്നോണ്ട് ആരെ ഇറക്കാനും പറ്റും. ഇപ്പൊ പുറത്തുനിന്ന് CFനെ എടുത്തിടാനും പറ്റൂല. ഇതിനകത്ത് ഇപ്പൊ ക്രിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാറുണ്ട്. ക്രിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്ത ഒരു AMF SS ഉണ്ട്. അത് 2 നൈസ് പ്ലെയർ ആണ്. പിന്നെ മെസ്സി ഉണ്ട്. മെസ്സി SS ഇട്ട് കളിപ്പിക്കും. പിന്നെ പെല ഉണ്ട്. ഇല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇവനെ എടുത്ത് മാറ്റണം. ജസ്റ്റ് ഒക്കെ എടുത്ത് മാറ്റണം. ജസ്റ്റ് ഒരു മാച്ച് കളിക്കാം. രണ്ട് കളി എന്താ കളിച്ചല്ലേ? ബ്രോ കേറിക്കോ. പറഞ്ഞു കളിക്കാൻ ആരെങ്കിലും കേറിക്കോ കളിക്കും. കളിക്കാനുള്ള കളിയൊന്നും ഇല്ല നമുക്ക്. ബ്രോ ആരോ കേറി ബ്രോ. ഇനിയിപ്പോ അത് നേരത്തെ ചോദിച്ചോണ്ടിരുന്നതാണ്. ലാസ്റ്റ് ഈ മാച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് ഞാൻ ബ്രോ ഐ ഡി ഇട്ടാൽ മതി. ഈ മാച്ച് കൂടെ കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് ഇടാം ബ്രോ. ചെറിയമാര് ഒരു ഗോൾ അടിച്ചാലുണ്ടല്ലോ, ഫ്രണ്ട് കിടക്കണതും AMF കിടക്കണതും എല്ലാ എണ്ണത്തിനെയും കൊണ്ട് ഇങ്ങനെ താഴ്ത്തി കൊണ്ടിടും. ഫുള്ള് DMF, CB അങ്ങനെ 5 CB, FB, LB ഒക്കെ എടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. കിളി പറക്ക.
Oh, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening.
ചെറിയമാര് മറ്റേ ക്രോസ് ഫാമിലി
A match that will really get the juices
ഇങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ കളിക്കാമെന്തോ.
I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്യാത്തവരൊക്കെ ഒന്ന് ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്തോ. ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്ത് സപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്യുക ഗൈസ്.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. We have already started here. And here's Shevchenko.
Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many and always said that success is no accident. It takes hard work and perseverance.
How he epitomised that attitude. He worked so hard to become a player so far ahead of everybody else.
He boasted a playing style that was so unique too. The first centre-forward perhaps to drop back, use his vision, make those clever little late runs. He is, for me, the ideal teammate.
Tries a shot! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
ചെറിയമാരൊക്കെ
Pirlo. And it's Rice. That's a good ball. He's tried one! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
വിട്ടിരിക്കുന്നു
A message
ബാറ്റ്.
to the wise. It's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over.
ഇതൊക്കെ നൈസായിട്ട് അടിക്കും.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rice was in no mood for any of that. Now it's Neymar.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, good. And Shevchenko! Caught offside that time.
കോളേജ് കഴിഞ്ഞ
McManaman. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal.
ടീമുണ്ടോ?
Pele. McManaman looking to be a menace in the final third. So what can they make of this?
Milan really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
ഗ്യാസ് ഉണ്ടോ?
Iniesta. That's a good
എവിടെ?
intervention.
നാഷണൽ കോളേജിലാ?
That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one.
തേർഡ് ഇയറാ? കൊറേ ആയല്ലോ പോണത്.
Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Griezmann. Iniesta. Beckenbauer. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
ഡബിൾ ടച്ച്.
Koku. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Neymar. Now it's Pato.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And the whistle goes for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Kindly remove it, as it is about to be towed away.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Well, that looks a good ball through, and he's running through. And what a big great chance! Goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling.
കീപ്പർ പൊട്ടനാണ് എനിക്ക്.
A strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end.
Big chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
They just simply want to engage the
ടൈം ഡബിൾ ടച്ച് വരൂല.
Well, it didn't look good for
റിസർവ് ഫൈൻഡ് അങ്ങനെ ഒരു സാധനം അത് കയറി വരികയായി.
got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
But Manaman unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Vivek bro, welcome bro.
Chiellini is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And it's Neymar. Shot a goal! Fantastic from Beckenbauer.
Oh,
He's got himself an absolute peach.
you can do
Two
this.
up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
He has found the way through. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Now, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
It's like അത്രയൊന്നും ലൈക്ക്
On stopping him
വേറെ
inside
മാതിരി
the
ലൈക്ക്
close of the
അല്ലല്ലോ.
game. So the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Substitution for Milan. Number 9. Number 14.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Neymar. Number 41. Rice. Coming on the field.
Milan really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Number 17.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Substitution.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Team.
And he is going into that little black book.
Oh.
Cannavaro to Batistuta. Tries to pass it through. Best.
There will be 5 minutes added
Cleared
time.
without hesitation. And he's quick to snatch it back. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And we're done. Oh, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end, virtually unavoidable.
Fix bro, wait ചെയ്തോ ഇപ്പൊ കേറാം. അടാക്കോ റിക്വസ്റ്റഡ് ആവോ ബ്രോ? ഷമ്മു ഗെയിമിംഗ് ഇത് തന്നെയാണ് നെയിം. ഇട്ട് ഞാൻ എടുത്തിട്ട് നോക്കട്ടെ. ചില ടൈമിന് അടിക്കാൻ മാത്രം കൊള്ളാം, മനസ്സിലായോ? ബുള്ളറ്റ് ഹെഡർ ആണ്, പക്ഷെ ഹെഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നില്ല. ഇതൊക്കെ നൈസായിട്ട് ഹെഡ് ചെയ്യും. അടി നൈസാണ്, അടിയൊക്കെ ചെയ്യാതെ പോവും. ലോ സ്ക്രീമർ ബുള്ളറ്റിനാണൊക്കെ തന്നെ, പക്ഷെ CF ഗോൾ പോച്ചർ. ബുള്ളറ്റിന് ബുള്ളറ്റ് ഹെഡറും പിന്നെ ലോ സ്ക്രീമറും അല്ലേ. ഇടയ്ക്കിടയ്ക്ക് ഇടയ്ക്കിടയ്ക്ക് ഇറക്കുള്ളൂ. ചില ടൈം ഒരുമാതിരി മണ്ണൻ കളിയടി.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. Just a chance for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Mendy. Milan are looking to go forward now. It's smartly reclaimed. Oh, this looks sharp. Forlan. It's bounced back off the post. Well, Filippo Inzaghi may not have the swashbuckling panache of some of his contemporaries, but his goal-scoring record, Jim, speaks for itself.
There's something that's just so wonderfully simple.
And a chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, Well, that is asking for trouble. Valverde. Now it's Inzaghi. Referee's given a throw.
ഓക്കെ ബ്രോ പറ്റിയ
Expertly cut out. Really nicely done.
Mateus really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Can he get it through? Oh, good take in a good area. Valverde. Valverde hurtling down that right flank. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Milan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He won't be happy with that one. Mendy. Tries to play it through. Oh, shooting chance! In he goes again. Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front.
കൊണ്ടാണ് ബ്രോ
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Barcelona are in front now. The game's only goal.
then ഇറങ്ങി ഓടി അവിടെ
10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim denies the answer. Takes a shot! It's in! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful.
Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? No way through. And this is Bebeto. That's a shade optimistic. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
ബസ് തുടങ്ങിയിട്ട് 8 മാസേ ആവുള്ളൂ
Agliano. Now it's Pirlo. Konate. Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Koku. Pull it. Now it's Neymar. Valverde.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Mendy. That's a good run down the left. Nicely weighted ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
Looking for the run. He's shifting through the gears here. Shot, surely! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good
Please
one.
make sure to watch the screen for
Oh,
an
well, the
information
pickings
bulletin from
certainly
the
have
regional
been
police
rich in this
department.
first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
ക്രോസ് കളിക്കാമെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു അവിടെ എടുത്തിട്ട്
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 8, Federico Valverde.
Whistle goes,
Number
and
10,
we start the second half.
Mateus. Number 11,
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Filippo Inzaghi.
Looking
Coming
tiny
on
in
the field,
possession here.
number
He's on the
18.
finish! Rummenigge! Truly a man who will pass the test of time! A finish of true class! Once more they've done it!
Damn.
They just will not lie down!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal. So all square and not for the first time.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, good-looking ball. It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
The attendance
Can he
for
get
this
on the end
match
of
was
this?
96,026.
Gnabry has it in a wide position. It's a sharp pass. So what can they make of this? Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. He's one-on-one! Now, can he find a finish? Tries a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Has a look and plays it forward. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Rummenigge has found the net here, of course.
അവിടെയാണ് കൊടുത്തത്. അവൻ ഓടി കറക്റ്റ് ആയിട്ട്.
And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's Gnabry. Lofted it. It's a mighty effort. Smashing delivery. Just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against. Pretty robust defending.
Oh, it's come loose. Lovely bit of skill.
Milan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Pirlo. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. A heavy challenge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of it.
കൊടുക്കും.
That's a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Out towards the flank. Rummenigge with the cross. Arte clears it away.
അവിടെ ബാക്കിൽ പോയി നിൽക്കണം.
Exactly that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
ബാക്കിലെ ഒരു രക്ഷയില്ല.
Now it's Neymar. Chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
അവൻ എന്ത് ചെയ്യും? ഇനിയിപ്പോ അവന്മാരകത്ത് കയറ്റൂല ഗോള്. അവന്മാരെ സ്ക്രിപ്റ്റ് കണക്കാക്കും.
Messi.
ഇപ്പം ചെറിയ പഠിക്കുമായിരിക്കും.
The right wing.
Added time.
So just one extra minute for stoppages. Rummenigge. And he was quick to react. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner
Yes.
after 90.
Well,
That
we
I
can
wonder.
only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
Volunteers for each block, please report to
So
the staff
90
room
minutes couldn't
immediately.
produce a winner, and we have extra time.
പടമാണ്.
Substitution substitution for Barcelona. Number 37, Van de Ven.
So our
Number
quest to
3,
find the winner continues.
Ibrahima Konate. Coming on the field, number
Interception. His
17,
positioning was
William
spot on.
Saliba.
Great vision. It's a threatening ball.
Goes for a shot. Oh, what about
Fine,
that?
wait, wait.
And that may just do it.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead. Zola will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Driving on and makes shoots. Deep cross.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
That's really well manoeuvred. Knocks it into space. Oh, shoot. Can he finish? Oh, wonderful. What a goal. About as smooth as it gets. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
പക്ഷെ പ്രസ് പിടിക്കുന്ന
That
ചെയ്യും.
is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Oh,
ഇല്ല,
what a
chance.
touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
This is quite a battle. They've reached the
Second.
midway point in extra time.
And now, please turn towards the
And it
screen
has been
for
a
special
punishing game, both
presentation
physically
featuring
and
our guest
mentally. But
performance
does
today.
either team have what it takes to find a winner?
ഇത് കളിക്കാൻ വേറെ ഇതല്ല കളിക്കണം, കളിക്കുന്ന ആള് വേണ്ട.
And we're off for the final time. It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout.
അടിച്ചിട്ട്
It's a foul in a dangerous area.
എല്ലാം
And he's going to have his name taken. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
And it's no surprise to see who's taking responsibility here.
And it's Pirlo.
Yeah.
Oh, good read.
തന്നെ
He read that really well and stopped it.
ഞാൻ അടിച്ചു കയറ്റി അകത്ത് ഫ്രീക്ക്. Oh.
Gnabry, he's picked his way through. Crosses it in. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
ആയിരുന്നല്ലേ B1 ബ്രോ.
Barcelona have their second corner now.
അടിച്ച കേറും കറക്റ്റ് ആയിട്ട്.
Cleared
ഹൈറ്റ് ഉള്ള പ്ലെയർ എടുത്ത് അകത്തിട്ടിരുന്നു കേട്ടോ, അതാണ്.
He's tried one, and the ball's come loose here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Big chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Not the most accurate pass. And he welcomes it in. And the shot! Yes!
Today.
This could well be it. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Barcelona take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to
Thank you.
avoid a slip-up now.
Oh, smashing header! And that may well be that. That is
B bro, will play.
Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things.
And a quick reminder
How would you
today,
sum up what
everybody,
we've
to
witnessed,
make
Jim?
sure to put any
Milan
litter
are
in the
looking
bins
a touch
provided.
fragile,
Thank you
Peter.
for your
Confidence looked
cooperation.
well down, And they have to find some courage quickly now if they're to react.
My thanks to Jim. We both.
ബ്രോ വെൽ പ്ലേ നൈസ് ഗെയിം ആയിരുന്നു. ഞാൻ വിചാരിച്ചില്ല ലാസ്റ്റ് ആ ഒരു ഇത് ബേക്ക് പൊട്ടി പോയല്ലേ. അതിന്റെ ചെയ്യാൻ പോണു ബ്രോ, ടൈമായി. നാളെ കളിക്കാം. ഓക്കെ ബ്രോ, കുഴപ്പമില്ല, ഇട്ടു. അക്സെപ്റ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടേ. ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്ത് ഗൈസ്. നിർത്തുവാണ് ബ്രോ, നിർത്തുവാണ്. സമയമായി, വീട്ടിൽ പോണം. ഇത് വീടല്ല, നമ്മുടെ സ്റ്റുഡിയോ ഓഫീസാണ്. ഫാസ് ബ്രോ, ഹായ്, വെൽക്കം. വെൽക്കം അല്ല, തീർന്നു. തിരക്കായിരുന്നു. പോവാറായി ബ്രോ, വൈൻഡപ്പ് ചെയ്യാൻ പോണം. ഇത്രയും സബ് ചെയ്തോ, ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്യാത്തവരൊക്കെ ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്തോ. ഓക്കെ ബ്രോ, ബൈ ബൈ ബൈ. നാളെ എന്തായാലും ഒരു 8:30-9 മണി ആ ഒരു ടൈമാണ് ലൈവ് വരുന്നത്. മാക്സിമം എല്ലാവരും കയറി സപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്തു. സബ് ചെയ്യാത്തവരും സബ് ചെയ്തോ. ഓക്കെ ഗൈസ്, ബൈ. പോയിട്ട് വരാം. ഫാസ്റ്റ് ബ്രോ പോയിട്ട് വരാം, നാളെ കാണാം. ഓക്കെ ബൈ ഗൈസ്, ലവ് യു ഗൈസ്, ടേക്ക് കെയർ.